and welcome to Guest Host, the very first episode of Guest Host. I am Dr. Karl Soddentrauser, and I should say Dr. Karl Soddentrauser legally, and I am your guest host today, and welcome to the show. The idea is that Nate Chappell is the normal host of the show, but seeing as he cannot be his own guest host, well, then he is unavailable and needs to get me to guest host. Does that make sense, Johnny?
Yeah, I think that
Oh,
makes sense.
how embarrassing. I didn't introduce my trusty sidekick here, Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Hello, Dr. Carl. Thanks.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, that's great. So are you nervous about the first show?
I mean, butterflies are in my tummy, but I don't know if that's
well,
nervous.
let me tell you something about butterflies.
Oh, yeah?
Butterflies, in their pupal stage, attend school. Then they learn how to create those patterns on their wings.
No.
Back to you, John.
Thanks, Dr. Carl.
You're welcome. So, you're more familiar with the layout of the show. What do we do now?
Well, let's see what's going on.
Okay, well, it seems kind of a personal question, Jimmy, but I'll see what I can come up with here. What's going on? In general, well, I'm on a big rock in space, spinning,
Mm-hmm.
hurtling through space. I've been rewatching The Office.
Oh, yeah, that's a funny
Yeah.
show. I like The Office.
Yeah,
You,
this is the US version, of course. I don't believe in Britain. Mostly because of its hubris. It has the hubris to call itself Great Britain. Whereas, it's not like the Earth is the magnificent Earth. As much as I tried to get a change to that, they said, no, you don't work here. You are not allowed here, as a matter of fact. And she's not going to take you back.
Who's
They
not
said?
going to take? Wait, who?
Oh, my Amy, never mind.
Okay.
It's a long story.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that I am not exactly a doctor of love.
Well, that was a nice story. What was going on with me? I had a very nice walk this morning with my dog Seamus.
Seamus.
Very hot outside.
Mhm.
So we were going through this prairie where the sun was beating down. So we decided to loop around and go through the woods.
Oh, like a loop-de-loop?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, sounds like an incredible park. Do you have to get a good run at it, or... I've done the calculations while you were pausing and thinking about it, and I don't believe it's possible to do a loop-de-loop with a dog, no matter the speed or tenacity or, frankly, heart of the dog.
What if you're in like a little car?
Oh, well,
And you had like a
yes,
ramp.
I think you could if it was in a little car. Were you, in fact, in a little car?
Unfortunately not, no.
That's what I thought, John. That's what I thought. Speaking of thought, what do you say we move on to some thought topics? Okay. So for today's thought topics, what I thought we'd do, since I am a brilliant scientist, we might as well take advantage of that when we can. And I thought I could have you ask me, since you are the layman and the foolish everyman. I'm just saying that you're as dumb as our audience, as the standard. So what I thought I could do is explain something that you that you don't understand yet.
I think I get it.
A scientific principle, perhaps.
Okay. What about like a particle collider?
A particle collider is interesting. Now, when I was in my postgraduate work, when I was doing that, I was working on a follicle collider, one that would do all of it. And then this guy that I was the janitor, technically, but a scientist there saw my work and said, "Man, that seems too hard. The follicle is too much. Let's just try a particle." And then he took just little bits and threw them together and blammo.
Huh.
The rest is a mystery.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see that coming,
no,
did
that's
you?
yeah. Okay. Well, something that's been bugging me is Schrodinger's cat. I don't get that.
Yes, Schrodinger's cat. So, in 1944, a young cartoonist named Charles Schulz started drawing his beloved characters. They were Charlie Brain, Lucy Van Tefferen, and Linus, and of course Schrodinger. Now, Schrodinger played the mandolin. He would sit there at his mandolin playing. And after a while, the strip got boring, so they had to bring in Schrodinger's cat. So what Schrodinger's cat refers to is any time some piece of media or storytelling has to bring in a new character. See? Like Oliver from Brady Bunch.
Okay.
You don't know Brady Bunch?
Yeah, I've seen a couple shows. I'll take your word for it.
No, please don't. Go back and watch all of them from front to back. Or
Okay.
back to front. I don't care what order you do it in. Time is a construct.
Sure is, Dr. Carl.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I checked it out. It seemed to track some.
All right, good. One more question I think we have time for.
Okay. Rainbows, how does that happen?
Rainbows. Well,
Magical.
rainbows are they're just refracted light.
Okay. All right.
What do you say we move on to our sprint Fave Five? I'm sorry. During that theme song, I've been informed that it may or may not have been Sprint that had the Fave Five. I'm sorry to anyone I have hurt or offended or helped. I'm not very good at helping. All right, today we are going to list our Fave Five planets.
Ooh.
That's right. So we're going to do them in order. I'll start. My number 5 planet is Venus.
Okay. My number 5, that's gonna be Neptune.
All right. My number 4 is, let's say, I'm going to say Pluto because I feel bad for it. I know it's not technically one of our planets, but it is a dwarf planet. Therefore, it is as much a planet as, well, it is a smaller planet.
Okay. I guess I'll accept it. Number 4 for me will be Saturn.
All right.
Like the car.
Number 3 for me is Earth, the very planet on which we live.
Okay. Number
Do
3
you
for
think it was
me.
going to be higher?
Well, I thought it would be. I mean, that's fine. It's to each his own. Dr. Carl, you can
Thank
like
you.
how you like. And my 3 is Venus. You're number 5.
Thank you for reminding me. Good callback.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to my number 2. Please don't laugh about number 2. Poop.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Johnny,
I wasn't gonna
as I
laugh, but
said, please,
now I'm gonna laugh.
I said don't laugh. It's my show today.
Mhm.
My number 2 is going to be Saturn. On account of the
Hmm.
rings, I call it the Beyonce planet.
Okay.
I liked it, and I put a ring, a whole series of rings on it.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
thanks.
you can laugh at that. That's okay.
Mhm. My
Unless
number
you were still
two.
laughing at that number 2 thing.
Huh? Who knows? My number two is Uranus.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've got nothing to say about that.
that's right.
My number 1 is Jupiter.
Oh,
Because obviously, as a very alpha dominant male, I like the biggest planet that can push all the other planets around. Because I am number 1.
hmm.
And I will fucking crush you.
Uh, yeah. Number one for me, Earth. Sorry.
No, you
Um,
should be sorry. Who you sucking up to, Johnny? Mother Earth doesn't watch the show.
well, you know, I love this planet. It kind of supports my life, I guess.
Oh, God.
I wish to help support it. Recycle.
Recycle. I think that's really a good note to take us out on. Johnny, thanks so much for supporting me through this difficult time when I had to come in and rescue Nate from the situation that he made himself.
Mhm.
You know, the very, it's really a Schrodinger's cat situation. They had to bring me in.
Yeah.
Right, that works.
Mhm.
It
Yeah, I
kind of
think
follows.
yeah,
So
sure.
that's what I'm going to say. I believe that is the end of the show. Thanks, Nate, for inviting me on when you desperately needed me, because you are a fool and I will crush you. I hope everybody has a great day, and remember, as I always say at the end of the show, science might be cool, but have you tried friendship? Don't. You may infer from my conviction, my vocabulary and my diction, that I am what some people may call smart. Oh, but quite to the contrary, my intellect it does not carry when it comes to matters of my heart. I've lost somebody that I loved amidst my own confusion. So what you hypothesize may not match my conclusion. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Simple as they come, so unbelievably dumb. I'm an idiot.